Hello, good afternoon. Welcome you all to the second part of IC Engine MCQs. For this second part, we are more focused on this engine performance parameter and air standard cycles. We're going to cover MCQs for these two topics only in this. So I hope you have watched the first part. So, okay. So let's start with the first question. The ratio of indicated thermal efficiency to the corresponding air standard cycle efficiency is called. Option is A. Net efficiency, B. Efficiency ratio, C. Relative efficiency, D. Overall efficiency. The ratio of indicated thermal efficiency to the corresponding air standard cycle efficiency. So let's see its answer. Answer is C. Relative efficiency. So whenever there is a ratio of indicated thermal efficiency with respect to the standard air standard cycle efficiency, again known as a relative efficiency. The relative efficiency is the defined as ratio of indicated thermal efficiency to the corresponding air standard cycle efficiency is known as a relative efficiency. Next question. The compression ratio of IC engine is मीन्स IC इंजन में compression ratio क्या होता है? A. The ratio of volume of air in the cylinder before compression stroke and after compression stroke. B. Volume displaced by a piston per stroke and clearance volume in the cylinder. Ratio of pressure after the compression and before the compression. Swept volume divided by a cylinder volume. So let's see the answer. Answer is A. The ratio compression ratio is the ratio of volume of air in the cylinder before compression stroke and after compression stroke. This is known as a compression ratio. Third one, the air standard efficiency of a Otto cycle compared to the diesel cycle for a given compression ratio is. Otto cycle compared to the diesel cycle for a given compression ratio is same, less, more or less depend on the other factors. So let's see the answer. So this is air standard efficiency of Otto cycle compared to diesel cycle. We cannot give we cannot have like clearly distinct answer for this one. This is more or less depend on the other factor. There are many factors to know the define the air standard cycle efficiency comparison for Otto cycle and diesel cycle. Let's see the explanation for this one. In general, Otto cycle which is used in gasoline engine में Otto cycle use होता है tend to have a higher standard efficiency as compared to the diesel cycle. Hence, Otto cycle has a higher standard efficiency compared to the diesel cycle used in the diesel engine. This is mainly due to the higher compression ratio typically employed in a diesel engine, which leads to the higher thermal efficiency. The Otto cycle operates on principle of constant volume heat addition, while the diesel cycle operate on the principle of constant pressure heat addition. So there is a difference. Constant volume heat addition in the Otto cycle, while diesel cycle is a constant pressure heat addition. So the higher compression ratio in diesel cycle allow for better thermal efficiency as it allow for higher expansion ratio and higher peak pressure during combustion. This leads to more complete combustion and higher air standard efficiency. However, it is important to note that there are several other factors that can be influence the efficiency of both cycles, such as the specific design of an engine, fuel properties, operational condition. Therefore, it is not accurate to make a general statement that Otto cycle always has a higher efficiency than the diesel cycle for a given compression ratio. I hope you understand this one. Go to the next point. The calorific value of a gaseous fuel is expressed in term of kilocalorie per gram kg, kilocalorie per meter square, kilocalorie per meter cube. Let's see the answer. So its answer is D. Yeah. The calorific value of a gaseous fuel is expressed in term of kilocalorie per meter cube. Next, if intake air if intake air temperature of IC engine increase, its efficiency will. Intake air means air intake will increase in IC engine, then the efficiency, what will happen to the efficiency? Efficiency will increase, decrease, remain same, or none of the mentioned above. So let's see the answer. It will going to be decreased. Definitely the fuel injection will decrease as air temp means intake air temperature of IC engine is increasing. Means with air its temperature is increasing. That's why its overall efficiency will decreasing. So as temperature is increasing with the intake air, efficiency is efficiency is decreasing. So it's inversely proportional, we can say. So temperature is inversely proportional to its efficiency. Efficiency normally denoted in nu. Next, 7. All heat engines are utilizes A. Low heat value of oil, high heat value of oil, net calorific value of oil, calorific value of fuel. So all heat engine utilizes its low heat value of oil. A. Answer is A. Low heat value of oil. An engine indicator is used to determine the following. Engine indicator is used to determine speed, temperature, volume of cylinder, MAP or IHP. So its answer is D, MAP and IHP. Engine indicator is used to determine these MAP and IHP. Ninth one, the fuel oil consumption guarantees for IC engines are usually based on. Fuel oil consumption guarantee on IC engine is usually based on low heat value of oil, B, high heat value of oil, net calorific value, or D, calorific value of fuel. Let's see the answer. It will be the B, high heat value of the oil. For IC engine, oil consumption guarantee is usually based on high heat value of the oil. 10th one, the thermal efficiency of diesel cycle having fixed compression ratio with increase in cutoff ratio. Thermal efficiency of diesel cycle having fixed compression ratio with increase to the cutoff ratio will increase, decrease, be independent, none of the above. So it will be decrease. Like thermal efficiency of a diesel cycle having a fixed compression ratio with increase in cutoff ratio will be going to decrease. Answer is B. 11th one, the air standard efficiency of IC engine depend on fuel, speed of engine, compression ratio, or none of the above. So air standard of an IC engine depends on compression ratio. Air standard IC engine depend on the compression ratio. 12th, the specific fuel consumption per BPR for a petrol engine is specific fuel consumption per BPRs for petrol engine 0.2 kg, 0.25 kg, 3 kg, 0.35 kg. So let's see the answer. It will be B, 0.25 kg. Generally, the specific fuel consumption per BPR of petrol engine is about 0.25 kg. The specific fuel consumption per BPR for diesel engine it is 0.2 kg. So you can remember 0.25 for SI and for diesel it is 0.2 kg. The specific fuel consumption per BPR for diesel engine just now we seen it is A. So let's see the answer here. It is A. Generally, the specific fuel consumption per BPR for diesel engine is 0.2 kg, while the specific fuel consumption BPR for petrol engine is 0.25 kg. So both questions we seen. Next one. If the compression ratio of IC engine increases, then the thermal efficiency will. So with increase thermal compression ratio of IC engine increases, then thermal efficiency will A increase, B decrease, C remain same, D none of the above. None of the above mentioned. So let's see the answer. Its answer will increase. So if the compression ratio of an IC engine is directly proportional to the thermal efficiency, so compression ratio is directly proportional to thermal efficiency. So as it increases, the thermal efficiency will increase. So thermal efficiency will increase. Right answer is A. 15th. The thermal efficiency of petrol and gas engine is about A 15%, 30%, 50%, 70%. Thermal efficiency of petrol and gas engine is about 30%. So Thermal efficiency of the petrol and gas engine is about 30%, and thermal efficiency of diesel engine is about 70%. So it is about thermal, it is related to the thermal efficiency. So it's 30, and for diesel it is, and for petrol. Okay. Okay, next question. Thermal efficiency of a diesel engine is about D. Just now we seen. So answer is D. Thermal efficiency of diesel engine is about 70%, while the thermal efficiency of petrol and gas engine is about 30%. So this is important. 70. Thermal efficiency of diesel engine on weak mixture is, so when mixture is weak, the thermal efficiency of diesel engine is unaffected, lower, higher, depend on other factor. Let's see the answer. It will be the higher. Thermal efficiency of diesel engine on weak mixture, it is higher. D. 18th one. The volumetric efficiency of a well-designed engine may be, if it is related to the volumetric efficiency for well-designed engine is A 30 to 40%, B 40 to 60, 60 to 70, or 75 to 90%. So we are talking about volumetric efficiency. So let's see the answer. Answer is D. So volumetric efficiency of a well-designed engine may be around 75 to 90%. D. It is 75 to 90% for volumetric efficiency. 19th. The working medium of a air standard cycle has a constant throughout the cycle. Once it's there gap throughout the cycle, what is the constant in air standard cycle? Options: A pressure, B volume, C specific heat, D mass. Let's see the answer. So it's a specific volume. The working medium of an air standard cycle has a constant specific heat throughout the cycle. So its answer is C. 20. It is assumed that all processes of an air standard cycle are options: reversible, irreversible, adiabatic, or isothermal. So all processes for air standard cycle, let's see the answer. It is reversible. It is assumed that we are assuming, it is not actual. The processes of air standard cycles are reversible. Next. Which of the following is the main aim of an engine management system to achieve? So which of the following is main aim of the engine management system to achieve? Low level of gases and particulate emission, high reliability and durability with the lowest possible initial cost, high power output and torque, all of the above mentioned. So let's see the answer. It should be D only. Yeah, D. Which is the following main, so for engine management system, we need to achieve the low level of gaseous and particulate emission. Emission should be low, high reliability and durability with lowest possible initial cost, high power output and torque, all of the above. So the main aim of the engine management system is to achieve high reliability, durability, high power output, torque, low level of gases and particulate emissions, low fuel consumption, low noise level and vibration. So noise and vibration also should be low. 22. The ignition timing and thermal load on the engine affect the knocking limit in CI engine, SI engine, both CI engine, SI engine, or none of the above. So the ignition timing and thermal load of an IC engine depend on affect the knocking limit in SI engine. B. The ignition timing and thermal load on the engine affect the knock limit in SI engine, while there is no such केस इन सी आई इंजन में ये केस ही नहीं है नॉक लिमिट वाला अफेक्ट का. सो एस आई इंजन इज द राइट आंसर. आई थिंक इट्स लास्ट क्वेश्चन नाउ. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इंजन विल हैव अ हैवियर फ्लाईव्हील देन रिमेनिंग वन? सो फ्लाईव्हील किस इंजन में हैवी रहेगा? 30 किलोवाट 4 स्ट्रोक डीजल इंजन रनिंग एट 750 आरपीएम, 30 kilowatt 2 stroke diesel engine running at 750 rpm, 30 kilowatt 4 stroke petrol engine running at 1500 rpm, 30 kilowatt 2 stroke petrol engine running at 1500 rpm. So it's related to the flywheel question. Flywheel, where is it will be, in which case it will be the heavier. So its answer is C. The flywheel in four-stroke petrol engine is heavier than in two-stroke petrol engine, and there is no flywheel in the diesel engine. So in case of diesel engine, there is no flywheel. So A and B is not a part of this. So flywheel only in the petrol engine. So for four-stroke petrol engine only, this will be the heavier. I hope it can easy to understand that answer will be C. 30 kilowatt four-stroke petrol engine running at 1500 RPM will have a heavier flywheel. So for this session, this is the only 23 questions. So we'll meet again in the part 3 in IC Engine MCQ. Till then, stay tuned. Goodbye. Thank you.